Hi guys, thank you for watching my video today. This is a part of a series where we are making a full journal with journal spreads to do with special days of the year. If you haven't seen the rest of the playlist, I will link it up in that top corner up there, just about there for you. In our last video, which wasn't very popular, I think it's probably because it had to do with environment, but it was indeed World Environment Day. And we made this journal spread with my little wheelie bin that you can put your recycled bottled water and cans into. We also had this little pull out, and that now sits, I think I'm going to sit it in between B Day and T Day. So we have done 3 videos so far, guys. International B Day, a World Bee Day, I apologise, and International Tea Day, and of course we've got the good old Yorkshire tea, and now we've done Environment Day. And today, on June the 8th, it is in fact World Ocean Day. So, what are we going to get up to today? Let's find out. As with all my other journal pages, spreads and videos, I have prepared some assets myself using AI, and they are uploaded in our Facebook group for free and also over on Patreon as a paid post. And here are some of them. I've gone ahead and cut them out, guys, and stuck them down already because I am struggling today with one of my eyes. Unfortunately, my autoimmune disease is attacking my left eyeball. So it's going to be a quick video and I'm struggling to do it with one eye. So things might not be as cut out or as perfect as they normally are because I'm half blind. So this is, I thought we could cut along this line here to make a pocket, and I've got 2 lovely little dolphins that I thought you could dive into the water. This is already put onto card. Well, not card as such. It's a 12x12, just make it a little bit stiffer. So we can put that onto there. As I said, cut along there. Have our little dolphins dive into there. We've, of course, got our usual stamp collection. That's over on Facebook. I think this one, which is the huge scallop shell, I've just put a fold in it so I can fit it onto that side of the page. That's on Patreon, I believe. But I'll put things up on screen now where things belong as I'm talking to you and where you can find them. So these are just cut up from the stamp collection. So I thought, let's start at the beginning, shall we? I've decided not to put my book together, my journal together, as you would normally do. Normally you would like stitch it through and stitch it through the spine as well. What I'm going to do with mine is every 3 or 4 special days I'm going to get a bit of 12x12 and I'm going to stitch the pages we've done into the 12x12 to make a signature like that. And then what we're going to do when we've got all to get together, when we put them all together, this part will get glued onto the inner cover of the journal like that, and then the very last one will get glued onto the back cover of the journal like that. So it's going to be quite a thick, chunky one. As you can see here, we've got quite a wide spine, and then it'll all just up beautifully because you've got, it's very, very interactive, or it will be very interactive journal. So that's the plan. So we've got Tea Day, B Day, Environment Day with a cover, and the cover, this is where we're going to attach our Ocean Day bits and pieces. So 4 days to a signature. Yeah, I think that should work well. So let's just remove what we've done so far out of the way and keep that safe and clean and tidy over there. This is obviously, like I just said, going to be the cover. So for Ocean Day, we're going to put this one there with the dolphins. This I'm going to tuck. I've already glued it onto another piece of 12x12 just to make it a little bit stiffer. That's going to be tucked onto there like that. And we're going to glue this half of it, so or maybe a little bit at the top. So it's going to work as a pocket. And in there I've got two nice lovely bits of writing paper, which we can just stick into the pocket like so. And then we've just got some bits and pieces. It also comes with a very large pearl for a tag that can go in there, or I might affix it with a brad so you can slide it in and out. That might be an idea. And then we just do some further decoration with our little stamps and the bits and pieces that have come off there. As I say, today it's going to be a very quick video, just affixing those and stitching in the full signature. So let's crack on. Okay, so I'm going to stop at this point so we can actually sew the signatures together before I put any further bits and pieces into it. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to do a very quick overview on how to do that. If you know how to do this, then please feel free to, skip ahead. I'm working on an A4 basis. This is like A4 paper folded in half. So this is like half an A4. And what I would normally do is fold it in half that way, like that. So that is your middle point right there. And then I'd fold these to that point that way. And that one that way. And then you will get your, this is for a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, guys. You can do more for different size holes, but that would be where I would put it. And I do a little bit of a mark just there where I'm going to punch some holes through. And then, oh, we don't have to do that with that one, do we? My apologies, we don't have to do it with that one. It's these we need to do. I'm not with it at all today, guys. I really am not. My eye's killing me. I can't think straight. Oh, we do need to put holes in there. What am I talking about? Oh my god, I'm not with it. Okay, so get this to the right place. And then we put this little marks. Where you want it to be. It's ideal doing it this way, guys, because if you have shorter pieces of paper or misaligned papers that, you know, they might be that big or a bit bigger, you're able to fit them to wherever you want to go with this 3 holes. And then you can stitch them all together. And last but not least is, now I keep mistaking that for the middle, but it's not. That's actually a fold. So, I'll do it that way. And I will go off and pokey the hole is. And I'll see you back in a minute. Okie dokie, I just gently poked in a very little tiny hole with this, which is just a brado from Amazon. Quite sharp, be careful. And I also got a pack of 3 long needles with very big eyelets that I find absolutely invaluable for pamphlet stitching. So I've got one of those loaded up already with some nice embroidery thread that we're going to use to put it all together. Now the reason I like to do the holes first, guys, especially when you've got something as chunky as this, it just makes life a whole lot easier for you. I'm just going to go ahead and remove everything so it's less chunky for us to work with. And take it all out. I should be able to remember where it all goes. Take our little bottles of water out. So we're not crushing anything, we're not making a mess. Should be okay to go with. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Right, so we're going to find the centre, which is right here. And we're going to go in through the centre holes. Which one there? One there. One there. And one there. I'm just going to pull that through. Leave ourselves a nice long tail. Like so. A bit of a fiddly part now. We're going to go to the top of the book. And we're going to find the hole there. You see? Right there at the top. And we're going to go back through. Hole there. 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 Ooh. And there. Don't pull it too tight, guys, because we need to do that kind of again. So just leave it nice and loose. Because we're going to go down to the bottom of the book now. And we're going to go back through the bottom holes. Again, leave it nice and loose so you've got plenty of things to work with. Pull it through. Let's get too tangled up with it. And then we're going to go back through the middle. See here? Got one there. We go back through the middle. This is why you leave it nice and loose. You've got plenty of room to work with. Back through the middle hole. Try not to get it through that. Back through that one. Again, trying to avoid the previous tangle. And one last one. And this is another reason, guys, why I use the washi tape. This gives you a stronger. What you should be left with, guys, is, bring it a little bit closer for you, is one thread at either side of the middle thread here. And I'm just going to cut off our needle. Put our needle back in its little case. Check the outsides, nice and neat, nice and tight. One way you can do it, guys, to make sure it's nice and tight. You don't have to pull it that way. Pull it opposite ends. Just a little tug and a little tug like that. It should be nice and tight for you. And we're going to put in another knot. I'm going to double knot it. And my fingers work. I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. I like things to dangle outside of my books, guys. Some people do, some people don't. I do like a bit of a dangle. And that should be nice and done. I think it's a little bit bouncy, so just to help it along, what we're going to do is what I do with all my journals, is I just get a bone knife and just press a little bit in there. Just helps it find its way into a natural sitting position. And now we can put all our stuff back in again and finish off doing our Ocean Day. So, our first signature is done. As you can see, we're going to have room for lots more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 more in there. And this part here, again, will be glued into there like that. And then all the rest of the signatures will be glued by using the cover panels like that. So it should be a nice, flappy, interactive journal for us to use. Right, so let's finish off with Ocean Day. Now, looking at our little dolphins, it's quite weak at the tail. If I put a hole in there, it's going to be quite weak, so I might have to put a hole further down. If we just did that, they might... Oh, no, actually, they're not going to disappear, are they? I might leave them then, as they are. You let me know in the comments, guys. Would you prefer that they have, like, some string on and a hole? Or should we just leave them like that? They're not going to disappear, I don't think. They're quite cool like that. We need some more decoration on here as well. This is all fastened in now. We've got our secret. You might have seen on the video that I got that wrong, put the wrong way around. You can put it on top if you want. This way you're not going to be able to write on it, but it is like a little secret, which I found quite cute. We have our little papers. These are going to have to be folded, I think. Yes. I'm going to fold these up nice and neatly. Just to slip into there. Aren't they lovely? Beautiful. I love oceans. I love the sea. Those in there like that, and a little bit of decoration. Now I thought we could use some stenciling and do some like bubbles on some of it, so I might do that. Bit of stenciling just to bring it out, but I've also got these lovely stamps that I want to use in places as well. Let's have a look through. Protect what we love. How about putting that one down there? That might tie in nicely with our Environment Day as well. Put those, maybe those two there? I think so. Yes, I know. I like large stamps because I'm a blind bat. I like to see them. Probably leave that up there as writing space. So I might do our little trick. If I have a ruler handy. Do I have a ruler handy? I can always use the bone knife. We'll do our little trick of using this as writing space. Doesn't matter if it doesn't all come out. Just adds to the effect of vintage. Just like that. And you can just get a little pen. You don't have to do this, guys. I just think it looks cute. It's kind of like one of my signature things that I do in all my journals. I think that like that. And just a finishing touch with some bubbles. I'm going to go and find a suitable ink colour. Okay, I've got peacock feathers and whatever colour this is. I think this one might be a little bit too light. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Let's have a look-see. Oh no. It's going to work. Ooh, bubbles. Yes, I like that. And our little dolphins can just slip in there like they're diving into the ocean. I like that one. You let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think? Do you like it? I do. I mean, I know the Environment Day video wasn't very popular, but I think that's because of the subject. I don't expect this one to be very popular either, but I expect when we do Fairy Day, that will be popular. But it's all part of the journal, guys, and that's totally fine. Each to their own. I'm going to put a big one in there. Like that. Not a bad colour, that, actually. I quite like that. Might use that somewhere else. I've got an idea for that one. Do we need anything else on that? I don't think so, because if you put something else on that, it's going to take away from the scallop. However, saying that, we could possibly put something... No. I think it's going to take away from the scallop, guys. I think I like it just as it is. So, let's have a quick recap on our first full signature. World Ocean Day. Or is it International Ocean Day? International Bee Day or World Bee Day. 2 beautiful tags. That's one of my favourites. I designed that myself. And then we've got this idea, which is my favourite idea. A little recycle bin. So cute. International Environment Day. World Tea Day. And of course, I'm from Yorkshire, so you're going to get Yorkshire tea. And this one, if you don't remember, guys, or you haven't seen it. Oop. Trust me to get them tangled. They've got little stamped tea bags in. And that pulls out that way. And you've got another one there with an actual tea bag. That is an actual tea bag. And then it opens up that way, where we've got more tags from the Yorkshire tea box with Barclay and Bennett on. You keep seeing Barclay in the videos, guys. Or is that Ben? I can't remember. Let me have a look. That's Barclay. That's Bennett. Because I said his name, he's come to say hi again. Stop scratching that. And then we've got this part of the pull out. More tickets in there. More tags. And then this one here with a faux invoice at the back. And that is our first signature done. Next one at the end of the month is International Fairy Day. And I'm really looking forward to that one. In the meantime, guys, there was lots of other things going on my channel. We have lots of different challenges and things to watch and get your teeth into. I'm even doing a proper junky junk journal where I'm using nothing but stuff that you would recycle or throw away. And I'll put a link to that one up in that corner too. And I've got something else planned where we are spinning a wheel for inspiration. That is coming soon as well. Barclay, what are you doing? But for now, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you found it informative, interesting and inspirational today. If you have, please let me know in the comments your thoughts. Please drop me a thumbs up. Really helps the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Happy crafting.